Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Robinson here again, and we are finishing summer school 2021, and we're going to review for our post-assessment exam for summer enrichment. So let's review. Remember, if you need help, there's Dollar Teacher Homework Helpline at 212-777-3380, Monday to Thursdays at 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Give them a call. They're good people, but unfortunately, I believe they take the summers off as well. But you can always watch our show on Tuesdays. That's called Math Time, 4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Optimum Cablevision on Channel 15. You can reach me at YouTube, watch our tutorial videos, see how we're doing, and give us a thumbs up, like us, we hope. And if you write a comment, we do write you back. So subscribe to our channel, help us to get to 1,000. We're almost there. You can tweet me at drobmath1. Don't forget to check out our latest release, PKMS Math Prep 21. All right, so let's get going. Here's our first question. Which number is 16,472 in standard form? Standard form is what they're talking about. We have to look for, and it's 16,472 standard form, which is just a regular way we would write a number. I would do this by working backwards. What do you mean work backwards? I would start my way with the 72. See if I can eliminate some of the answers. So I see 72 here. That doesn't have 72. That has 02, so I'm going to get rid of him. This has 72, and this has 02, so I have just got rid of two choices. So my answer is either A or C. Now, again, I would keep working backwards. 400, well, they both have 400. So that's not going to help us. So it's still A or C. And now the next number, if we keep going backwards, is 16,000. Well, we know the next place before the comma is the 1,000, and we have 16 of them. So that means I would write a 1-6 to represent 16. Now, again, here is the next place, which is 1,000, and they have a 0, but they have 6. So that'd be 60,000. So C is 60,000, and they want 16,000. So I'm going to go with choice A, 16,472. And let's press it. Correct. So that was a good one. Let's see what else we got. Tara baked 6.5 dozen cookies. So let me underline that because that's important. She sold 3 2/6 dozen of cookies that she made. All right. So she sold some cookies and she baked some cookies. How many dozen cookies does Tara have remaining? All right. So if she started out with 6.5 and she sold 3 2/6. Now, if you remember about subtraction fractions, we get the whole numbers with the whole numbers. So 6 minus 3 will give us 3. Now I got 1/2, and I need to convert that to a common fraction as the 6. I have 2/6, and I need to look for a common denominator. My common denominator has to be the same denominator that's in both 2 and 6 that will go into evenly. So my common multiple, I'm going to say, would be 6, because if I count by 2s, 2, 4, 6, that's a common denominator I run into when I start counting by 6. 6, 12, 18, and my lowest common denominator would be the 6. So that's why I'm going to change these to 6. Now, how do I change 2/6 to 6? Well, it's already 2/6, so I multiply by 1, multiply by 1, so it's already 2/6. So I really didn't have anything to do with that. But the 1/2, in order to get that to a 6, I have to multiply by 3, both top and the bottom, and that'll give me 3/6. So up here on the top, I have 3/6, and down here on the bottom, I have 2/6. So 3/6 minus 2/6 is what I'm supposed to be doing. Well, remember, we keep the denominator the same, and all we do is subtract the numerator. So the numerator is 3 minus 2. That'll give you 1. So my answer would be 3 1/6 dozen cookies. And that would be choice letter A. So 3 1/6 dozen. And again, I did it the hard way. You'll have a calculator, so use your calculator to do that. Don't strain yourself like I did. I hope you're understanding what's going on so far. If you're not sure, rewatch the video and write down your questions, write me, and I'll write you back, and we will figure out what you need to do. Okay, let's keep moving. Each student in a class plays one of 3 sports. So we got a class of students. Each student plays one of these 3 sports. The sports are soccer, volleyball, or basketball. 3/5 of the students play soccer. So I got 3/5 playing soccer. I'll put a little soccer, S for soccer. Then I got 1/4 of the students play volleyball. So volleyball, a little V for volleyball, 1/4. Now they want to know what fraction of the students play basketball. So I'll put a little B here. I don't know what fraction that is, play basketball, but I'm going to show you that we got 2 parts. We got the students playing soccer, the students playing volleyball, and we have another part of the students that we don't know playing basketball. So I'll draw a little circle here. That'll represent all the students, and I'll cut it into 3 parts. I have a 3/5 the students playing soccer. I got the volleyball students, and I got the basketball students. So this is going to be my entire circle, which will represent one whole, or 100%. So I'm going to change these to decimals. Really? Yeah, why decimals? Because fractions are usually complicated to deal with. So I'm going to get my decimals calculator and use that. Let's get it up. And I'm going to change 3/5. Let me go back a second. Let me delete that. Get my fraction button. 3/5. That's my first fraction. And I'm going to change it to a decimal. And the decimal is 0.6. So this is 0.6. And if you know about changing fractions to percent, all you do is multiply by 100, and that'll give you your percent. So we're talking about 60% of the students who play soccer. So that'd be 60%, or 60 cents if you like talking money. 1/4 is a famous fraction that you should know. It's a quarter. So 1/4 of the students, which is 25 cents or 25%, and 25% play volleyball. So that's a total of 85%. So I know 85% of the students play those 2 sports. So if this circle is 100%, and I know 85% play soccer and volleyball, because I added these 2 up, that gave me 85%, then all I need to know is what percent is left. How do I find that? I'll just subtract. 100% minus 85% leaves me 15%. So 15% of the students play basketball. But Dr. Rob, they don't have 15% here. They have all these weird fractions. Well, if you remember how to change a percent to a fraction, the bottom number is always 100, and you put the top number, the next number next to it on top. So that'd be 15 over 100. But Dr. Rob, they still don't have that fraction. Well, we got a calculator. So let's get our calculator and type in that fraction. And press the fraction bar. 15 on the top and 100 on the bottom. So what's nice about this calculator, it'll reduce it down to a decimal, and there it is as a decimal point, 0.15, and I can change it to a fraction, 3 over 20. So if I want to stick with decimals, 0.15 or 15 cents, or 3 over 20, which is my answer. So let's take a look. So they don't have a decimal there, but they do have 3 over 20, which is choice letter A. So 3 out of 20 play basketball. So that was a tricky question. Had to do a little bit of work to do it, but if you wanted to use fractions, you can. But I like using the percentage or the decimals as a way around that. So that was a good question. All right, here's another good question. A bakery sells 5 apple muffins for every 2 bran muffins sold. So something is going on here. So 5 apple muffins for every 2 bran muffins sold. Which table shows this ratio? If you take a look at the word ratio, it's almost spelled like fractions if we add the letters F. Let me leave a blank there. T-I-O. If we add the letters F in the front, a little C there, and an N at the end, we have the word fraction. So ratio, we're really talking about a fraction. Well, what's the fraction? The fraction is for every 5 apple muffins, we have 2 bran muffins sold. So we got muffins over, 8 apple muffins over bran muffins. So A over B. So here's a A, apple muffins, B. So that's a fraction. So we're looking for 5 out of 2 every time this is sold. So every time you sell 5 apple muffins, you're selling 2 bran muffins. So let's see if all of these fractions continue to give us that ratio. So here is my second one. I'm going with A. So 10 apple muffins for 12. Does that equal to 5 over 2? Get my calculator. I don't think so. So let me get my calculator and type in that. See if I get that. Let's clear that. So 10 divided by 12. And nope, that doesn't give us that. That gives us 5, 6. So that's no good. So let's forget that one. So this one doesn't do it. So we don't have to check anymore, because if that one doesn't do it, the whole table is no good. So let's check this table, table B. We're looking for 5 over 2 every time. So this one, I got my A over B. So I got 10 over 4. Let's see if that reduces down to 5 over 2. So let me go back here. So let's clear this. 10 divided by 4. And I get 2.5, which is 5 over 2. All right. So far, so good. Let's continue checking and see what we got. 15 muffins over 6 bran muffins. So let's get that into our calculator. 15 over 6. So 15 divided by 6. Press enter, and let's press the fraction bar. I get 5 over 2 again. This one looks promising. So choice B looks promising. Now we got another one. So this checked out and that checked out. So we got 35. Let me move down a little bit. over 14. Wonder if that'll check out. Will that equal 5 over 2? Well, let's see. Let me get my calculator. 35 divided by 14. Press enter, and I get 2.5, which is changed to a fraction. Hey, that gave me 5 over 2. So in choice B, it gave me 5 over 2 each time. So I'm going to stop right there and not even check the others, because that gave me the constant number 5 over 2, or constant ratio, and you'll talk about constant proportionality another day, but that gave me the constant apples over bran muffins sold, which was 5 over 2 each time when they sold 10 apple, 4 bran, 15 apple, 6 bran, 35 apple, 14 bran, and every time that ratio was the same. So if you chose choice B, you were correct. Man, that was a tough question. Hope you enjoyed it. But you can check the other ones to see if they work out to 5 over 2. So I stopped when I noticed I got the answer all right. So check your answers, see if you got everything going good for you. If you're not sure, rewatch the video and bring in your questions. Write me. All right, let's go on to the next one. What is the value of the expression 3a plus 2b if a equals 4, b equals 9? So here we got an expression. What do you mean expression? That's a problem without an equal sign. All right, there is no equal sign. You have to just have 3a plus 2b. It does say a is equal to 4. What that means is when I see a, I'm going to put a 4 there in its place. And I see b is equal to 9. When I see b, I'm going to put a 9. Now, if you remember, when you see a number next to a letter like that, so close together, that means you're going to multiply that number by that letter. So I'm going to multiply 3 times the 4. And then I'm going to add that to 2 times the 9. So I substituted. So let's multiply. 3 times 4 is 12. And 9 times 2 is 18. Now, last thing I got to do is add those together. So let me add those things together. 18 plus 9 equals 30. And that is my answer, which is choice letter D. So if you chose choice D, you are correct. So substituting in those algebraic expressions the number for its value. All right, what else we got? Which decimal is equivalent to 41 over 100? All right, we got some nice choices here. So I believe I made a video changing fractions to decimals. You might want to check that out. So I'm just going to go to the calculator because we're allowed to use our calculators. So if you remember how I did the other one, I'm going to type 14 over, and that divide. Notice I pressed the divide button because that divide button means fraction. There's that fraction we had, 41 over 100. All I got to do is press equal, and it changes it to a decimal for me. If you wanted to see it as a fraction, there it is, 41 over 100. And there it is as a decimal, so 0.41 or 41 cents. So that's choice letter C, 0.41 or 41 cents. And that's our next question. I think that might be the last one. So I hope you're getting everything right. And if you're not, rewatch the videotape because you're going to see some of these questions that are similar on your assessment for the summer school post test. So if you're still not sure, rewatch the video and write your questions down. Write me, send me an email, something, and let me know what I can do to help you out. So if that is it, remember, if you need help with your homework, dial the teacher homework helpline. It's 212-777-3380, Monday to Thursday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. They're very nice people. You can reach me on YouTube. My channel name is Dan Robinson, PKMS. Subscribe to our channel, write me a comment, let me know how I'm doing. I do write you back. And you can tweet me at drobmath1. Check out our latest release, PKMS Math Prep 21. It's a good movie. Don't forget to watch our show Math Time on Tuesdays from 4:30 to 5 p.m. on Optimum Cablevision on Channel 15, only in Peekskill. If you desire some extra study guides or tips on this stuff, write me at drobinson@peekskillschools.org. And there's little Kinsley in our Math Prep 21 movie, so check it out. Very good movie. So good luck on your tests. You worked very hard for summer school, so take a look, and hopefully some of these questions will help. Buena suerte en la exámenes. So I hope you enjoyed our Summer Enrichment Post review. So good luck in summer school and good luck in your next grade. Dr. Robinson, signing off. Bye-bye.